Hi, this is Benjamin Rolnick, and I want to talk to you today about the productivity matrix. I had a long talk with Lucian Grainge, the CEO of Universal Music Group, arguably the most successful music company alive in the business today that's still a record company. It's amazing that they survived. And Lucian said that this was arguably the single most important tool for his success. It's an important one. And I'll show it to you really quickly. Essentially, there are 4 squares, and they represent what is urgent, what is not urgent, what's important, and what's not important. Hopefully this will make sense in a second. So you have things that are urgent and important. You've got things that are important and not urgent. You've got things that are urgent and not important. And you've got things that are not important and not urgent. Pretty simple, right? But here's where it gets really interesting. Most of us live our lives right here. Things that are urgent and important. This is the phone ringing. This is you having to take that call. This is you sitting in front of a full inbox full of emails, answering every single one to the last moment, and then thinking to yourself, oh shit, I don't have enough time to exercise. Oh no, because exercise is something that is important and not necessarily urgent. How do I know that? Because how many times have you said to yourself, oh shit, I can exercise today, but I've got so many more important, meaning more urgent things to do. Then there's the category of things that are totally urgent and they're not very important. So checking Facebook feed is something that could be very urgent. Things are coming up all the time and you don't want to miss a single tweet from the President of the United States. But is it really that important? Do you need to do it right this second, or can it actually be postponed so that you can take care of something that is truly, truly important and maybe not so urgent? Because it's the urgent and important things that keep us from really doing the important and not urgent things. And finally, there's the sphere of things that are, what? Not urgent and not important. And a lot of people live their lives there too. That's binge eating. That's doing drugs. That's watching television. That's just sort of sloughing off and knowing that you've got responsibilities, but you'd rather numb, because having resiliency of spirit requires so much strength and vulnerability that most people would rather just forget all about it. So what I'm here to tell you is that here is where you prevent fires, and here, the space of urgent and important, is where you're putting out fires. There's a great story about a man who was saving people down a river. He jumped into the river and he saved one man's life, and that man was so grateful. He cried. He said, "Thank you so much for saving my life." The Good Samaritan kind of walked away, and then he heard another person screaming behind his ear, "Save me, save me, save me." So he jumps back in the river. He saves another life. He turns to walk away thinking that his job is done, and he hears more screaming, "Save me, save me, save me, save me." So he turns back and he saves 2 more people's lives, and finally sweating and going, "Oh my God, what is this about?" He walks a mile down the river and he stops the person who was throwing people into the river from throwing them in. That's dealing with something that's important and not necessarily urgent, because the urgent and important things were the people drowning. But if you're only saving people that are drowning, you never actually deal with the cause of the problem, do you? So this is the place that I really want you to think about, and I want you to think about it in a specific context, because right now today, there is somebody who you have a conflict with. I can guarantee you, if you're human and you're living and you're right here right now listening to this, you've got a conflict with somebody in your life, and it is important, but it's not urgent. Because guess what happens when it becomes urgent and important? By that time, it's too late. So I invite you today to take care of that conflict right now, to nip it in the bud, to not let it grow into being this scary monster that can control you, but for dealing with it while it's still small and manageable. Because that's how you avoid having problems in business, having problems with your love life. That's how you avoid relationship breakdown, because you deal with things as soon as they come up. So what can you do today that is important and certainly not urgent? Love you. Have a great day.